Hey team, this is Billy on the debunk tour, editing this video. Hey, I want to apologize. There's a couple shaky moments on this camera, but this video was good. Check it out.
Billy, you're about to get hit by a bus.
Get debunked.
It's not good. So we're in DC. We got the debunk bus. We're about to start interviewing some folks, and hopefully have some good conversations. So, peace out. How you guys doing?
Good, thank you.
Good. Where are you guys from?
Sweden.
Sweden?
Yep.
Oh, okay. And what brought you here?
We're going on a road trip from New York to Florida.
Florida, okay. Is it kosher? Is it okay to talk about religion and politics?
Oh, yeah.
Or is it off limits like it is here? Oh, yes, it's good. All right.
Well, depending on you're of course you're allowed to have your opinion, but you probably have the same problem as we do, talking about it.
Untrusting people and polarized opinions and.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so let's switch gears a little bit. Let's go to what about, or if you guys ever thought about real questions, because I know I don't like to talk about those things either, but origin, destiny, meaning, and morality. Origin,
Yeah.
destiny, meaning, and morality. 4 questions that everybody in every culture thinks about and has to answer for themselves at some point. You ever think about those? Like origin, where do we come from?
No.
Destiny, what happens to us? Where are we going? Meaning, does life have meaning? And morality, is there such thing as good and evil? And if so, who determines that?
That's a tough question.
Big question.
Normally, I actually don't think
Politics
about,
and religion are easier, huh?
Yeah, I think so. Normally, I don't think that much about it, honestly.
Yeah.
You
But
know, I'm here. I'm gonna do what I can, the best of my life here, and then I
just
don't.
kind of rolling the dice. So,
Yeah.
so in Sweden, is religion or Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, is anything like that prevalent, or is it a very secular society?
Very secular.
Very
I would
secular.
say.
Yeah, I
Yes.
agree.
I would say so. Very, very secular.
So, okay, so let's cut to the chase then. So, in your mind, just kind of like you're doing the best you can, you're just living life, being a good person.
Yeah.
At the end, you hope everything works out.
Yeah.
Rolling the spiritual dice.
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
agree.
I mean,
No.
I mean, you do whatever you can. Always, you do whatever. You be good to people. You treat people like you want to be treated yourself. Hopefully, people shouldn't care what you do or what you say as long as you're not hurting anybody else. I would say that's pretty much it.
So, out of those 4 questions, what do you think is one you put most thought to? Origin, where do we come from? Like evolution. Weren't they here? The History of Natural Museum, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose they had something similar in Sweden.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about evolution, and that's how we got here, as opposed to a creator God. And there's destiny. What happens when you die? I just got off the metro rail. I was talking with a couple, and they're from Georgia. They believe in unity. They go to Unity Church. They believe in there's no such thing as hell.
Yeah.
And then meaning. Does life have meaning? Out of those questions, which one of those have you thought about most?
Since I'm, I wouldn't say I'm an atheist, but since I don't believe in God in that way, and I am very secular, so it's a really tough question to ask. I mean, I'm just happy to be here.
Happy to be here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is one. Let's talk about the Destiny one real quick.
Yeah.
They said they said to me, I said, what about? They said, well, we don't believe anyone goes to hell. We don't believe in a hell. I said, well, so in your view, that means that Hitler and child traffickers, they get off scot-free. They go, well, yeah, they're definite. They said, well, it's just the absence of God. I said, well, aren't you just relabeling hell the absence of God? So what do you think? Do you think there's a judgment afterward from anything?
Me personally,
Yeah.
I don't think so, but I hope so.
But those guys deserve something.
In regarding to Hitler, for instance, or child molester, I hope there is someone who's like pointing the direction to somewhere else.
Yeah.
But personally, I don't believe it.
Yeah. What's your name?
Matthias.
Matthias.
Yeah.
Oh, good. There's an apostle named Matthias.
Yeah, I know. That's where the name's from.
Nice. Is it okay if we use this?
Of course.
Excellent.
Go ahead.
Excellent. So.
No matter. Don't worry.
So what about meaning? So how does life have meaning without, like, this is great because for me, it starts here, origin.
Mm-hmm.
If you believe this stuff that they show you in here, and you might think, oh, who's this guy? He believes that Earth is 6,000 years and all that stuff. But so but naturalist origins, evolution has no answer. They don't even start with biogenesis. Where did life come from? In fact, Richard Dawkins. You know who Richard Dawkins is?
Yeah.
I don't know, but you know.
He wrote a book called The God Delusion. He's probably the most famous atheist in the world, and he says himself, he goes, we have no idea where life came from. It could not. He admits it could not have happened on its own.
But do you really need to know where life came from?
Well, kind of. Yeah. It's the beginning. It's the beginning of it's the beginning of the story. It's the beginning of our story, right? And if it is God, then that means something. If it's not God, then anything goes, right?
Yeah, it's a tough question. I really don't know because, for me it's like, I would probably say I believe in the Big Bang and everything. Whatever happens after that. But for me personally, I have a kind of a difficult time with there is a God doing everything. That's just my personal opinion.
Yeah.
But I do respect everybody else who has an opinion that there is a God and that believes in God, and it brings comfort to a lot of people, and that's great.
So what about meaning then? If there is, let's pretend like there is no God. This is all true and there's no God. How does life have meaning ultimately? Like how would it possibly have meaning? Because in my mind, I'm thinking, and I've gone through this myself obviously, in my mind, if we're stardust, accident, time plus chance plus matter, right? And then one day we're going to become stardust again, right? We're going to go on the ground and planets will explode one day. How does any of this have meaning?
Yeah, I mean, I have children. I love my children.
Yeah.
I love all my friends and everything. That's meaning.
Right.
That's
So
good
it's like,
meaning.
So it's like a temporary meaning.
I get comfort in what I do in my profession, and I get comfort in watching sports with my kids. You know, that's meaning for me.
What's your favorite sport?
Ice hockey.
Ice hockey.
Yeah.
What about curling? Is that a real sport?
No. All right.
Hey,
Good?
Matthias,
Thanks, man.
pleasure, man. Hey, thank you guys very much.
Get debunked.
Hey everybody, Carl Kirby here. Thanks so much for watching. If you'd like to see more content like this, check out one of these other videos. Also, make sure you subscribe to our channel and visit our website at rforh.com. Adios.